Hi guys, this is Dirifan here. I'd like to talk about the MF sensors and how you can replace or clean it. Now, these sensors basically what happens is it give the ECU the information about how much air is being drawn, and that helps the ECU to have a good airflow ratio in order to have a smooth engine operation. Sensor can go bad or can get dirty, especially if you drive in very polluted areas, especially especially in New York. And a lot of times that I'm driving around and a lot of construction going on and stuff. Now, how would you know if you have a bad MF sensor? Well, first of all, your car will run really rough. I'll show you in a second. It'll throw a check engine light, and we'll scan that in a moment because I'm having this I got this check engine light, and I could see the car isn't accelerating well, and basically just the engine is bad idling and all kind of roughness there. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So let's start up the car, and you can immediately see PCS and the sleep function is turned off. The traction control and the sleep both need a good operating engine in a controlled environment. The MF sensor obviously not sending anything, or is sending out of parameters information. So the ECU just throw me this code, and let's just hook up our one of these OBD scanner, and we'll find out what is wrong. So I'm actually using one of these Bluetooth OBD2 scanner, guys. And this is a cheap scanner, but it gets the job done. So the first code that I see is a P0102, which indicates that we have an issue with our mass airflow sensor. And the rest two is a direct result of the first code. So I think we probably have to clean and see if it resolves our issue. If not, we might have to change or replace the MF sensor. So guys, now we can see it was the MF sensor that is a culprit, and in my case I believe it's just a dirty one. So I'll try to go and give it a clean. And so the first thing you need to do, you need to obviously make sure the car is all the way, it's cooled down or something. You don't want to work on a hot car. And then we need to locate the MF sensor, and it's very easy to locate. This particular sensor is basically right after the air filter and right before the air intake, obviously you can see. So that's where it's and you need to unscrew. For my car, I just need to unscrew this one particular screw here and one over there, and then we're gonna open it up like this. I already kind of loosen it up, and then obviously once I disconnect the screws, it'll come out, and then I'll show you how you're gonna clean it. You just can't clean it with everything. You need to clean it with a particular there is a dedicated cleaning solution for it, and it's called a mass airflow sensor cleaner, and I'll show you which one I'm talking about. So as you can see, this it says a mass airflow sensor cleaner. You can find them in any AutoZone or order online. And we also need some clean rug, and advise you to get one of these set, and then make sure the one that fits with the screw is the one that you're going to use to unscrew the screws, because you don't want to use any Phillips, or don't even try with the flathead. So I'm going to unscrew them, clean it up, and then I'll show you the cleaning process in a second. If you're having a little hard time to accessing the lower screw here, I'll definitely suggest you to first open up your air filter cover, because it's also a very good idea to change your air filter. I already did mine. And then you can easily access the screw right there, which is sitting right here, and then you can easily access to with your screwdriver. So I'm gonna unscrew them, these two, and then the MF sensor will come. So I took out the MF sensor, and as you can see, there's one hot rod right there, and that's the piece that we want to clean. And the cleaner solution basically advised that you spray it like 10-15 times with a straw attached. Fortunately I don't have my straw, but I guess without the straw you can do it. And then don't let anything touch this hot rod, and let it dry for like 10-15 minutes before you turn on your car engine. So you're gonna give it a very good shake for the cleaner can, and then we'll carefully spray on the hot rod. And obviously I put a paper towel underneath to catch any excessive cleaner, and we'll do it from this side as well, I guess. Once I see it's getting a little dry, I probably will just give a few more spray. And we'll wait for it to dry. Also, we need to apply from the side, so be very careful. So it sprayed some in the front and also spray in the side. Unfortunately, guys, it was hard for me to record and then spray at the same time, so I skipped that part, but you get the idea. Guys, now that our MF sensor is clean and dry, we'll put it back exactly the way we took it out, in a reverse operation of course, and make sure you get the orientation right. Generally the metallic side will be facing the front, and then of course the bolt or screw holes will line up easily. Now we're gonna bolt back our screws. I'll start with the bottom one. Now that we have put back our MF sensor, cleaned it, we're gonna put back our air filter box and make sure there's no gap. Okay, all the clips are attached and everything looks good, and we're gonna connect back our harness. So I'll wait for another like 5-10 minutes, and then we'll start the car and we'll clear the engine code, and then we'll see how the car performs. So you know how to take it out and how to clean it, but just in case, if after cleaning it and with all the cleaning and everything and you still have the same issue and still giving you the MF sensor error, I'll definitely will advise you to check for the harness connector, check for the voltage, and also replace with another MF sensor and see if your problem is resolved. Because in some cases the cleaning might not just help. If the sensor itself just go beyond repair, you'll definitely need a new sensor, but the procedure is pretty much the same. You're just going to replace it with a new one. Alright, so it looks good. Now that we see we still have the engine light on, but that's okay because we need to manually clear that, or you can keep driving and it'll get clear itself. But how I know that it worked, the cleaning worked, is because now the car idle very smooth, and it's right now idling around 1100 rpm. It's gonna go down around 700 to 800 rpm, I know, once the engine gets a little warmer. But there's no TCS or sleep, which means the traction control and the sleep function is working properly, and they are communicating with the ECU, and everything looks fine. Now we're gonna go ahead, clean up the engine code, and then we'll restart the car and we'll see if the code come back. So we cleared the code and now we're gonna restart the car. And everything looks good now. There's no check engine light, and now you can see since the car is a little warm now, it's idling perfectly. So guys, I hope if you're having issues with your MF sensor, you know how to clean it and replace it. And please be advised though, a lot of cases it's only a bad or dirty air filter will deteriorate the condition of your MF sensor. And once again, guys, the primary symptoms that you'll have is your engine's gonna run very rough. It might even stall. Your traction control and other functionality might disable. So once again, guys, thank you a lot for watching the video, and I really appreciate if you like and subscribe and share if you want to. These are little stuff, but I hope in some cases they might come handy for some of guys out there. All right then, you all have a great day. Bye bye.